didn't mute the stream.
You heard yourself? What? What? What are you talking about? I'm dancing to my own music. Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing?
Yay! Hello!
Hi guys, welcome back. It's Bandwidth and Banter with Druid IRL and Stormy D. How's it going, guys?
Stormy D. Stormy, congratulations on 600 followers yesterday.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Well deserved. Now we just have to get him to 750 and bully him into another type of cosplay. Next time you'll make waffles. I'll send you a waffle maker.
So I can screw up something else?
No, it'll be fine.
Can't it be like
swear.
shepherd's pie or something that I know how to make?
I mean, if you want it to be a cooking stream, you could teach us how to make your shepherd's pie. 700 followers, Stormy's gonna teach us how to make shepherd's pie.
Oh, no, 750 followers. And 100 subs.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
Anyways.
It's good to be back, guys. As always, every week, we love to be here with you all. And last week was a very special week. We had the phenomenal Rusty Tonics on. Wow. So go check out that on the YouTubes. What are you writing? Are you immortalizing this on paper?
I am.
I swear. You crack me up.
I have like piles of notes next to me. Yeah, no idea.
Okay. So so last week was awesome, wasn't it, Rusty?
It was amazing.
Just a warm and radiant soul. It was such an honor to have him on the show. And oh my God. This week, I'm super stoked. I gotta admit, I'm like flush and red and fangirling out over here. I've been a huge fan of this streamer for some time. Honestly, even before we started Bandwidth and Banter, and just honored to be able to have her on the show. She also was a sweet and radiant soul with the naughty side, but it's a sweet kind of naughty side, and she's so welcoming and charming, and I can't get enough of her. So who we talking about? Another amazing DYS spokesperson, ClosetSkully. Let's have her on the show right away. I don't even want to wait anymore. Hi there. Here comes ClosetSkully.
Yay! Hello. Hi, everybody.
So ClosetSkully, please introduce yourself and share with the folks something about your stream that you would like people to know that stands out to you.
Stands out about my streams? Well, my streams are very chaotic and also bantery. I love bantering with the chat like a lot. I think it's fun. I treat everybody like they're my siblings. so it's always a fun time. And I play just random games, honestly, you know. And sometimes I'll bring all my friends to play random games and stuff like that. But I don't know.
No, it's perfect.
I think we're just fun.
Yes.
No, it's perfect. It's factual. It's fun. It is quite enjoyable. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Oh.
Her stream is so full of energy and life, and it just makes you feel happy to be alive every time you're on, and you just make people feel warm. So, and you give me the giggles too. I can't help it.
That's my goal.
I understand. I do. So speaking of that, though, today is a great opportunity for us to get to know. We're supposed to. Did someone? Okay. It's a great opportunity for us to get to know you a little bit better, to share you with folks that maybe haven't seen you before, and vice versa, to have your folks get to know a little bit about you that perhaps they didn't already know. So we got some cool, fun, casual questions today for you. Just friends hanging out, getting to know each other a little bit better. And so once again, thank you for coming to the show. We're going to jump into the questions Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. Starting off with our favorite first question. Please, Skully, share a boring fact about yourself.
Boring. I like to sleep. Sleeping's fun.
You like to sleep?
Yes.
I wish I knew what that was.
I wish. So when I have time on the weekends, that's all I do. Is just sleep all day. I am a homebody, so I like sleeping.
Hey, being a homebody is perfect for this line of work, right?
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Yes.
It really, really is. It helps with the not being, well, the balancing, you know what I mean? Because like friends, stuff like that.
Yep.
So yeah.
How did you pick your Twitch name? What was the inspiration?
Well, that's an interesting story. So when I was a flesh tube, right? My name, I looked up my name and it was connected to some rapper. So I was like, you know what? I need a new name. So I asked my friend Fraser. Fraser actually helped me pick it up. I'll give him some credit there. But he helped me pick it out. So I was trying to figure out something with skeletons. You know, because I really like skeletons. And then I realized, I was like, oh wait, how about something like Skully? Well, first I picked Skully Closet, right? And he's like, no, ClosetSkully. And I was like, ClosetSkully. It's like, that's a good ring to it, man. So it's like skeletons in your closet, you know? And we stay inside with our skeletons, you know? And then you guys go back out of my closet when we're all done with our streams. So yeah, that's the origin.
I love it.
I love that so much.
I have a special affinity.
Shambling out of the closet.
I have a special affinity for it because I also love skeletons. I always have since I was a kid, and so I was very much drawn to the theme of your stream. So
yes, I love your emos. They're so adorable. I'm actually jelly of them because I still believe, especially like the little like skeleton that goes like this, you know, with those hands and stuff.
The hype.
Yes, I love the hype skeleton so much. He's so adorable.
Thank you. Honestly, so the first set of them I got from, it was one of those online websites. But then I had a friend of mine who's also a streamer, Artology Inc., who's been on the show before, and I had her take those and make some variations of them, and she made that one with that. So.
Yeah, they're really nice, honestly.
Thank you.
Great.
They're very,
I absolutely
nice.
love them. Look at you showing them off, Daddy Dagoth. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Show off
show 'em
Closet
off.
Skullies, though. Hers are the most professional I've ever seen. I think they're incredible. I use them all the time. I have a hard time where I accidentally, when I'm in other people's streams using emotes, I'll use yours before my own. So.
Can confirm. Can confirm.
Yeah. So, next question. This is a good one. So I don't know if you've actually played or not, but whether you have or not, I'm sure you know about Dungeons and Dragons. So this is one of our favorite questions because we're big D&D nerds here. What Dungeons and Dragons class do you consider yourself to be in real life?
In real life? In real life? Probably? Maybe... I actually never thought about it. Okay, how about... I guess like a mage?
Okay.
Yeah, mostly because I like the witchcraft kind of things, you know?
Right on.
I kind of dabble a little bit now and then, you know? I find it fascinating, you know? But also cooking. Cooking is my favorite thing. And I've always felt cooking was like a witch's brew.
Yeah.
You know, you add all your spices and your love and you put all the and stuff in there, and then give it to people. You know?
Yep.
Your loved ones, at least. You know.
Yeah.
It fills up their bellies, gives them energy, boosts them. You know? So yeah, I guess I'm kind of like a mage.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I love that.
I do. Plus, you know, you do a lot of your own art, so you obviously have some tech ability, and technology is kind of like the magic of our society. So, you know, that goes hand in hand with that too.
Yeah, like my character's kind of like a necromancer, and I kind of make fun of it. Like I make my own characters, you know. So I have different bodies and stuff and all that. So yeah.
I absolutely love it. That's such a good take on it. It makes me very happy.
Indeed.
Oh, thank you.
We did kind of touch on this already, but we're gonna ask it anyway. What inspired the skeleton themed persona? Was that just like a
I don't know. I just like skeletons. But honestly, like for my character wise, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted something appealing to people. That was my first, like, because if I just have a skeleton, I feel like, I don't know. I felt like it was like too plain. So I made my viewers more, you know, more skeleton-y than I am. But eventually I would love to have a skeleton form. I just don't know how I would do her, you know?
Yeah.
Right on.
But I really do love skeletons. Like my whole life, actually. I have like skeleton collections, shirts. You know, I even love, you know, it's so cliche, but like a Christmas, was it? Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot! Christmas Story.
Yeah.
What was that? Nightmare for Christmas! Jesus Christ.
Right.
I can't believe I forgot it.
It's okay.
Nightmare for Christmas. Jack was my
Skellington.
favorite. Yes. He's always been my favorite.
It's a great one. I love Halloween. I wish we could have Halloween all year long. I'd be fine replacing Christmas with Halloween.
I would 100% so down. I would much rather be Halloween 2.0 baby than Christmas baby. Just saying.
We all should move to Germany because have you seen the Krampus?
Yes, that's so cool looking. I want to experience it so bad.
Yeah. It's a really neat Christmas tradition they have. I was like, whoa, what is this, Halloween? They're like, no, it's Christmas. I'm like, what? That's cool. Krampus.
I love it so much.
Heck yeah.
So do you, Scully, do you have any formal training for your amazing variations you do with your voices and your beautiful singing?
Okay, so my voices, I've always, so like in high school, right? Or like school-wise, right? When I would talk like in my super high voice, people used to make fun of me a lot. So I started training my voice a bit to go like a lot deeper. So I can have like just a normal professional voice, especially for like, especially for work and other things like that. So people can take me seriously. Because if I just speak in my high voice all the time, they just don't take me seriously. So that's kind of the origin of that. And the singing wise, I was always in choir. So I enjoyed singing all the time when I was younger, from middle school and upwards. And I also was taught by my biological father, who we're estranged now, but he taught me a lot about music and stuff. So yeah, he encouraged me to keep singing, even if it's not professional, you know.
Yeah.
Well, he obviously mentored you and trained you well.
I can empathize with the squeaky voice thing.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. Like I when I'm like doing like a professional thing, like I'll drop down my voice and like I'll slow down my cadence, and just so because people won't they won't take me seriously either. So I get it. I felt that so deeply.
Hey Skully, before we move on to the next question, can you do the ada ada for us?
Oh, okay, hold on. Ada ada.
Thank you.
There you go.
I love that.
Just fangirling so hard.
I love it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love when we have people on that Stormy just fangirls over so hard. It just makes me so happy. I love it. Okay. What brought you to Europe? And what is your favorite thing about living there? Was it a big culture shock to make that move?
Ooh, it was a very big culture shock. Cause like honestly, like I moved up here for opportunities mostly. Like job wise. And then I just wanted something new, man. You know?
Yeah.
And then I ended up meeting some friends here and I just ended up staying here, you know? And I've been here for like 5 years. And yeah, it's been a little difficult because I kind of just moved here on a whim, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I didn't really need to learn Spanish, but like I knew a little bit to get passed by, but man, the Spanish here was so different that sometimes they say things, I'm like, wait, what? What was that? What did you say?
What?
I don't know what that is. Yes, and the way they speak here is kind of like they have a lisp compared to how they speak at home. And a lot of the times, like, I mean, my whole family's Hispanic, right? We're all Latinos. But they all spoke English to me. So, you know, Spanish wasn't the norm in my household. So that's why a lot of times when I did move here, people are like, you don't know Spanish? How do you not know Spanish? I'm like, well, never taught me. I never needed to. You know? Like, even for jobs. So. But yeah. But it's been interesting. Culture is very different. Food here is very different. The way, even customer service, even though it really makes me angry, it makes me so angry because they're very slow to like, you know, accommodate us and stuff. But other than that, yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, what's your favorite thing about moving to Europe? What was your favorite thing so far?
Health insurance. It's such an adult thing, but health insurance is like my favorite because I was like, what? I don't have to pay for it? And I know you get it for free. It's like, that's amazing. And the food.
That's great.
It's a wise way to take care of your citizens.
Yes.
All right. Moving on. Next interesting question we have for you. Speaking of interesting, do you perchance, Skully, have any interesting stories about old jobs back in Texas?
I have a lot. I have a lot of lists. I have security officer. I have, you know, fast food times, you know.
Can you tell me one story that was the first one that comes to mind that you like to share?
Oh man, okay, so a lot of them are like really dark, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Sure.
Okay, so like, I was a security officer in Austin, Texas, and of course, like, where I come from, it's like a very, very safe little city, so there's not much going on, right? So when I actually moved to Austin, I started working in a hotel, and they actually had a shootout while I was working there. Wow. And we ended up going into the back, and I had to watch the cams to make sure where he was at. And unfortunately, someone did pass away.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and the guy had like a shotgun, stuff like that. So yeah, it was really traumatizing.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
That was the last time I actually like was a security officer, you know?
Yeah.
But that changed my life, honestly. Like seeing that happen, because I don't think it's just like this guy just like snapped, and he was actually trying to go up to the 3rd floor to his boss, because he got laid off, and we didn't allow him up there, so he decided to create carnage on the floor.
Wow.
So yeah. So that was crazy. And then they had to shoot out with the cops and everything. Like the glass was being blown out. Like it was intense. Like I had to be like super calm for the people that I had behind my desk, because I had like 10, 15 people behind me that ran towards my desk, and I had to like hide them and everything from the shooter and stuff like that. But yeah, but it was absolutely, like, I was like, no more. I even told my boss I need some time off to get over this, because I've never been through this before. And he's like, well, it's part of your job. This is what you signed up for. I was like, honestly, no, this is not what I signed up for.
No.
I signed up to check in people and make sure everyone is like straight edge, I'm not to be involved in a shootout.
Yeah.
Like I don't think this is good for me. And if you want me to work, you know, give me some time, bro.
Yeah.
Like he didn't, so I ended up quitting, because
Good for
there's
you.
no way I could go back to work, man.
Yeah, I mean, you stood your ground. You did the right thing for yourself. That's one of the things that I respect about you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow.
So
That's wild.
yes, it was very wild in Austin. I've gone through so much stuff there, but yeah, that's one of the craziest ones.
I keep hearing wild things about Austin. Everybody loves talking about the wildness of Austin, and I'm just like, all right. And it's growing. Everybody's moving to Austin.
Yeah, it's one of the fastest growing metros in the world, not just the country, but in the world. And for a while, Cedar Park, which is where Starkey and I lived near and lived in when we first moved here. Yeah, it was actually the fastest growing suburb in the country for a couple of years running, I think. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, it is getting a lot bigger, and there's a lot more people, and it's very crowded now.
Yeah.
So
the traffic is brutal.
Like that.
It's one of the reasons why Starkey and I are thinking about moving in a year or two.
Yes.
To the Pacific Northwest.
Maybe. Maybe. We're not ruling it out. It's definitely one of the considerations.
I mean, it's a lot of amazing things up here in the Pacific Northwest. Just saying. One of them is my husband.
And you.
And you. Not trying to make it happen or anything. Anyways, so Skully.
Yes.
What is your least favorite thing about living in Europe? And is there anything from the US that you miss?
I miss my space. Because everything is so crowded here. Even the roads, it's like single file roads. They're so tiny. Yes. Honestly, people are like very, very touchy and like very comfortable in your bubble for some reason. And like for me, it like gives me anxiety. You know, for somebody, it's like I'm very antisocial. Like I'm very like not really antisocial. Like I'm a big recluse. So like having a lot of people around me does make me nervous, but then I can deal with it. But when people start touching me for no reason, then I start to have a problem. Yeah. Because it's mostly like them trying to get through past me. So it's like, I wish you'd use your words and not like physically touch me. Yeah. That would be appreciated. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, it's just super. Oh, and also everything closes super early. Yeah. Like 9 o'clock, 10 p.m. Everything's just shut down. Like it's like so that's what I miss in the US is 24-hour stores. I miss Walmart. I miss going to Walmart at 2 o'clock in the morning and doing my grocery shopping.
Yup.
That's what I miss.
I worked at a 24-hour Walmart. It was my first introduction to the grocery business.
Oh,
okay.
I knew you were in the. I didn't realize it was at a Walmart. Interesting.
I worked at a Walmart. Then I worked for some like Kroger-owned grocery stores after that, and then I went to I've bounced around, but yeah, Walmart was the introduction to grocery, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's wild.
Yes.
Wild.
Yes, especially late hours. Pretty interesting people that shop late hours.
I'm also one of the interesting people that shops late hours.
Yes, same.
That's true,
like
but you're one of the
chaos,
good kind of interesting. I said you're one of the good kind of interesting, not the ones that you know, the fat hairy old sweaty man in a man thong walking through Walmart.
I remember that. There's a picture of that somewhere.
So, Skully, switching gears a little bit here, talking a bit about your Twitch career. What drew you to Twitch?
Oh, actually, when I was in security, right? I met somebody named now they're named Tommy. They're named Tommy Gunmetal. And I used to watch them all the time while I was working. And it's funny because we actually met on some random freaking app. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, I stream." I'm like, "What's streaming?" And so they introduced me to Twitch. And I started watching them, and I actually became friends with them and stuff. And yeah, like that's how I got into it. And then I ended up deciding to try streaming myself. And it ended up being a lot of fun. And I actually love the engagement between me and chat, you know, and I ended up making like a lot of friends, like a lot of close friends.
Yeah.
You know, like I've known Phaser for like how long have I been okay? 7 years?
Wow.
6 years? Toto, I've known Toto. Oh yeah, I see him in the chat. I see you, bitch. Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
I've known him like, man, how long have I known you, bro? 8 years? I've known him like since I was in the HSA group. So, but yeah, it's that's how I ended up coming by Twitch, and I just love Twitch's culture in general and the people. It's just so cool. Like I was like, man, this is like such a new experience. It's so neat. I can't believe I didn't find this earlier.
Agreed.
Oh yeah. What did friends and family think when you told them you were planning on streaming?
Oh, they don't know. They don't know. I don't think they would understand. Honestly, if I had my mom in my chat, she'd be like, "Dada, why are you saying that? Dada, why do you have to cuss all the time?" Like, my mom's like those type of people. Yeah. She doesn't like cussing. She doesn't like any of that stuff. So, so hearing me cuss is really weird to her because I won't cuss in front of her, like out of respect, you know?
Yeah.
Unless I'm with my brother, then yeah. Let's different with my brother.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, nobody really knows. The only one that knows are like my siblings, because I mean they understand this more than my parents would, you know. Because I did try to explain to them when I first started out, and they didn't understand it at all. So I just kind of just left it. So yeah.
I gotcha.
I just told them I do art.
Right on. So, other than that, what struggles did you deal with when you first started streaming?
my struggles, I guess my boundaries. It's like figuring out what I should allow people to say or do in my chat,
right?
And what I shouldn't allow them to do, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, like when you first start, it's kind of like Wild Wild West, right? Because you kind of just let everyone in, you know,
Yep.
you want to be inviting, you want everybody to have fun and chill, but there's always sometimes some people just don't mesh and they kind of either throw the chat off or they're very toxic.
Yeah.
Or super hyper to where it's like they're just kind of tapping random stuff. And it's like it has nothing to do with what we're talking about or what we're playing. And they're just spamming the chat. You know what I mean? So it's like it's like trying to find a balance of like how much should I be, you know, mama bear for my channel or how much I should be like bestie, you know, to my chat. So it's like, yeah, that was like the hardest thing for me to figure out. Even now I struggle.
Yeah.
So
well, you do a remarkable job of navigating that boundary.
Yo. I try. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit too strict with it. But then I think about it and I'm like, maybe not. Maybe it's better that way, you know, that they're not there.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So.
I think it's better to be a little strict.
Yep. Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? But sometimes because of Twitch, the platform the way it is, there's going to be random people come in. And so you have to set the tone for your own vibe of your channel so that they know, you know, whether they're going to fit or not. And so you know whether they're going to fit or not. And I think you do it remarkably well.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate them.
What tips can you share with future streamers?
Oh, don't sweat the numbers. And make sure you're always having fun, no matter what. It doesn't matter what you're doing. And also, talk consistently with yourself. If you can't talk with yourself at a certain game, then find a game that you can. Like, talk about anything, do anything. Because honestly, if anybody isn't talking in your chat, they're always listening. Because sometimes, like, I'll say something and then all of a sudden, like, 6 people are like, what did you say? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So eventually you'll get them to perk their ears, but just keep talking and keep going. And don't sweat about the numbers, man. They're not important right now. Oh, and also create content on other platforms. So, yeah. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Thank you. That's great advice.
Yep.
Oh, it's mine. Oops, I got out of order in my head. Oh, this is a great one. So, Skully, what do you enjoy most about streaming?
And the people. That's what I enjoy the most. I enjoy it. Just meeting you guys, you know? Like, even seeing all your faces is so cool, man. Like, I can put a face to like your name, you know? It's really cool, man. Just like everybody, their personalities, like different backgrounds, cultures. Yeah, I just really like talking and meeting people. That's the best.
Right on. I concur 100%.
I completely agree.
Yes.
I don't. I'm so stuck on that voice. I can't. Okay.
I love it. It's good.
It hurts my throat though, so I have to be careful. Oh God, no! The giggles make it go away. Why? Why? Oh, actually, I have to block chat because I know they're gonna get me. Why do you have so many different VTuber models, and which one is your favorite?
This one is my favorite.
Cool.
And I have other VTuber models mostly for events. So I made the kitty one because I do have a kitty one. That was specifically for Halloween, just
Right.
to appease all the other people calling me a kitty.
Mm-hmm.
I did it as a joke, and it's not a joke. Like, actually, I made a point where I was like, "Oh, if you guys get me to my sub goal, I'll just be a kitty for a whole month." And then they ended up making me a kitty for 5 months. So, so I stopped that. I was like, no, I missed my model. It was supposed to be temporary.
This wasn't supposed to stay this way.
Yeah. That was gonna be like for a month or two. No, five straight months of nonstop cat. So yeah.
Is that the purple one?
Yes, that's the purple one.
I love that one. That one's awesome. I mean, I love all of them for sure. My favorite is honestly your sock puppet.
Yes, my computer can't handle my game PNG model. Yes, I made that specifically so I could play like bigger games that need more of my CPU and RAM.
Yeah,
like Cyberpunk, for example.
This takes up a lot. Oh yeah. Yeah, Cyberpunk for sure. Yeah, it takes a lot of my CPU, especially like cutscenes and stuff. It'll make me lag and stuff. So I was like, we're going to the sock puppet.
Right.
You see drooly pants now.
Drooly McDrool pants.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a follow-up question. Do each of your avatars like have like a little story behind them, or like do they have like separate names that you call them? I know it's all you, but like
yeah. I mean, that's not necessarily. But when people ask, like, they'll be like, "Oh, your cat model is so cute." I'm like, "Yeah, I grabbed a bunch of dead cats from strays and I took their skins and I made her into a big, I made her ears and fluff and all her tails from a bunch of cats." And they're like, "No, not the kitties,"
I actually have
my sock puppet.
I actually have a cat skull. Fun fact, I actually collect like skulls and bones and stuff.
That's
it's one of the things that
cool.
it's one of the things that I just randomly collect. You can actually kind of like right here, I have a jawbone on this shelf right here. I actually have a cat skull on this tree hanging on the wall. I collect antlers. Yes. Weird stuff.
It's really neat.
That's neat.
I'll show you the
I've
cat
always
skull.
wanted bones. Yes, show me the cat skull.
I'll show you the cat skull. Oh, good. You can have my I'll take it.
Ooh, muskrat skull?
I'll take it.
Nice.
So, Skully,
yes.
Do you have a favorite game that you've played on stream in the past?
Like, just normal game in general?
Yeah.
Dragon Age.
Oh, wow.
I'm actually thinking of bringing it back too. Because I've been looking at Twitter and I'm like, oh my god, like I've been seeing a bunch of Dragon Age posters. I'm like, man, even though I've already played that game over like 1,000 hours and like I've already run all my options right, I want to do it again.
Yep.
Like Dragon Age is just my go-to game every time. I love that game.
Right on. Wow, that's awesome. Do you think maybe you might enjoy Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes out, since it might have some of the same kind of NPC interactions that makes Dragon Age so amazing?
Yes, I actually really want to, but it's so expensive.
Yeah, it is pricey right now. Yeah.
Yeah. But eventually, yes, I would love to play that game.
Yes. If you could you please tell us your origin story for the infiltration of DYS? I know we literally talked about this before we went live, and I was just like, wait a second, I should have waited. Sorry, you weren't there, and I'm just like, oops.
That's not. Nah, don't worry. Well, it's mostly because of Phaser. Mostly, I met them through Phaser, and yeah, I mean that he ended up joining first, and then he was like, "Yeah, these guys are really cool, and they think you're really cool, you know, and they want you to join." And I was like, "Okay, sure, why not?" And then ended up meeting the guys, and now they won't leave.
You're stuck with them now.
Yes. But no, I love these guys. They're so cool, man. If you ever get a chance to like hang out with any of them, they're really nice dudes. You know.
They are.
Yeah. I wish I had Brandon's fucking energy half the time because like he's always hanging out on the Discord. I'm like, how, bro? How can you sit there and like just like hang, you know, with everybody? Because like for me, I'm like too busy. Like I got IRL stuff, and then I have my own stuff, which is like my models, editing, like learning how to edit mostly, and doing like all this other. I even do like commissions sometimes, but they're mostly for friends, for like emotes and stuff. But other than that, it's like, yeah, I wish I had the time to like just sit there, but I don't. And I really appreciate him when he's always like just hanging out with a bunch of everybody. That's really cool.
Indeed.
But,
We adore Brandon. He's amazing.
Yes.
Big fan.
Yes, we all do.
So what's on that topic, what's the best part about being on the amazing stream team, DYS?
Honestly, the energy that's in everybody. Like, Rotosai has this freaking, Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonations, which is really point on, man. Like, I have to get him, like, I'm like, dude, just do a line for me, please. I just need a hit. Just give me a hit, please.
I just need one.
Just one hit. And I love Brandon. Brandon is so cool and chill. He's like daddy. He's the daddy.
Daddy of DYS.
Yeah. Never have any problems, I go to daddy. And like, and never super talented, man. I don't know if y'all know, but he makes like D&D dice, 3D models. He even does 3D I think he's doing a game now, stuff like that. Yeah, and then Phaser's just charismatic. He's crazy. I met him back then with the HSA. He just came into my chat randomly. He's like, "Hey, let me fix your audio and let me make your stream look better," and stuff like that. He's always been the techie kind of guy. So yeah. But being a part of the entire group is just like super fun. And it's cool.
Sorry, we got raided. I apologize. I forgot to. We need to fix that, don't we?
Oh, it's my bestie. Hi, Bubba.
Speaking of other DYS folks, Bubba.
Right?
I need to turn it. I don't know how I gotta fix that.
You can actually.
Yep. Because we want the visual. That's fine. But right.
Which didn't pop up. But anyways, well, I have a note. I already wrote down a note for that.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Druid's always got me. By the way, I have to make a comment on some of what you talked about. It's interesting how, in many ways, you guys' stream team mirrors ours in many ways too. We have our own guy who who's really great at doing an Arnie impression too, and we need a hit from that. His name is Banana Tom, and we love the vibe and the energy and the positivity that you guys exude, and I'm just so grateful that we met all of you.
Yeah.
Aw. Yeah. We're happy you've been around too. Because every time I see you, Stormy, I'm just like super happy when I see you.
Oh,
you're freaking awesome. I love having you around.
Thank you.
Especially you too, Drew, when you pop in. I love having you guys around.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Honestly, we should put Banana and Brotosai together and just have Arnie off and just have them talk to each other.
Oh, that would be freaking amazing.
I am writing this down.
This must happen.
Knights of Stormkeep versus DYS Arnie off.
I have a clip of me trying to do an Arnie off with Banana Tom. Of course, I lose miserably because I can do all kinds of voices and impressions, but Arnie is not one that I'm good at. But it's fun to try. Yeah. And
perfect. Wrote it down.
I'm sure
it's on my notes.
No, I can't do. I'll be back. That's like the best I can do, man. That's the best I can do.
I can't do it either. Christopher Walken.
Well, it's crazy all we're doing around here. It's this kind of strange thing where we're having an interview and stuff. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I love that. So, you know how much I love Christopher Walken. I had a crush on him when I was young. Okay? When I was younger, I bought an SNL tape of just Christopher Walken. It just had Christopher Walken on it. And I just watched that nonstop. And I was just in love with the dude. Like, I still am nowadays. Everyone's like, God, he's a corpse. I'm like, no, he's not. He's not. He's handsome.
I mean, he likes skeletons, so... I'm kidding. He is pretty cool. I gotta admit, I've always been a Christopher Walken fan. Even before he was really famous, I remember him from a movie called Brainstorm. And that's where I first became a fan of him. It was Natalie Wood's last film that she ever did. And it was an interesting sci-fi thriller. So if you ever get a chance to, I don't know, find a way to catch it, I don't know where you would even find it except maybe Amazon rental or something. But yeah.
I have a special website. It's fine. I can do it.
Make it happen.
We have the sources. We can make this happen.
Yes.
Okay. Please tell us about your experience in the Young Marines.
Oh, you heard about that, huh? Okay, it was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. Our corporal is like super cool. He was like an ex-Marine, and he was like super like decorated. But that specific thing was for like kids that were like you know, like bad. I don't know how else to say.
I was a bad kid. It's okay.
I was not a bad kid actually. I joined because of my brother. Because he was having some trouble in school, and it was mostly because of bullying. So he kind of acted out on it. So, but anyway, I joined just to keep an eye on him because I didn't trust the other kids that were there because I didn't want him to get bullied inside there too. But it ended up being a lot of fun. It was kind of like being in the Boy Scouts. Like, it taught us survival, and I mean, I ate a cricket for the first time, you know? And then I learned what a condom was. But we used the condom to catch water. Okay? Like, that they were like, oh, if you keep this in here, you can catch water in it. And we didn't know what it was at the time, but it was a condom. We thought it was a balloon, but it's a condom.
They're just in these like perfect little packs.
Yes. But no, it was a lot of fun. Until one day they used to invite military men off the base to, you know, help us with our like exercising and stuff like that. And they used to do drills with us and stuff, like treat us like we were actually in the military, right? But unfortunately, we got some of these military men to where one actually kicked me on my legs.
Oh wow!
And I was like 13. Okay, these guys are full-grown adults.
Yeah.
And I had a big ass bruise, and I told my corporal, and I showed it to him, and then those guys got like assault charges and stuff because of it. Yeah. I'm not sure what happened to them exactly, but they were abusing us. And they were like, well, they told us to treat you like you were in the military. We're 13, dude. We're underage children who have problems.
Babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's insane. And we're just a baby.
It's
I'm just a baby. Exactly. But other than that, I mean, my parents ended up taking us out after that.
Mm.
But it was fun. While it lasted, because I mean, we even went to the Marine base in San Diego, and we stayed there, which was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was scary too, actually.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'll bet.
Just being in like such a place. Yeah.
Yeah. We can hear them yelling and stuff. We're like, oh my god, they're not coming here, right? We used to call them Smokey Bear hat guys. You know, the ones that were like the Smokey Bear hats. Yeah, they were scary. Those guys are so scary. I mean, scared of them now. Like, yes, sir.
Aye, Captain.
Exactly. But it was fun though.
The reason why I wanted to add that question to this is because when you had shared that on your stream before, I just found that to be one of the most amazing and admirable parts about you is that you joined to protect your brother, to protect him from being bullied. And I just adore that about you. And I wanted other folks to know that about you. So
that's so sweet. Yeah, my brother's everything to me, man.
Is your brother younger than you?
Yes. Well, he's like a year younger than me.
My brother and I are 17 months apart. He's my little brother.
Oh.
I also would literally burn the entire state to the ground for him. So I understand.
Yes. Yes. I told him I would go to jail for you. Just so you know.
Oh yeah. I almost considered burning his job to the ground. But we had it settled. So we're good.
That's good.
That's
good at least. I would do it too. Pitchforks go.
I know. I will also burn things down for your brother. Just saying.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
If you need help.
Greatest.
Yep.
Nobody in chat talk about it. But we are officially. I get it. Big sister wrath, man. Okay.
Big sister alliance.
So, switching gears a little bit to a little more cute, fun stuff. Skully, tell us about the least interesting place you have traveled to.
My least interesting. Probably. Ah, man. What did I forget? I can't remember. See, that's how least interesting.
It doesn't exist in the brain anymore. It left. It's gone.
Oh no. Okay, well, I used to travel a lot with my dad, right?
Right.
And I think God, why can't I think of the state? What's north of Texas?
Oklahoma.
I can't even think. Oklahoma, that's the one. We went up into Oklahoma and to do like a Christian thing. And it literally looked like my hometown. And I was like, wow, this is underwhelming. It's the first time I've been out of Texas. And that's very underwhelming. So yeah. But that's just like the most boring place I've ever been. Everyone else has been super cool or interesting. Yeah.
As someone who was actually born and partially raised in Oklahoma, I can concur with her statement.
I mean, it looked just like my hometown, so I was like, oh, okay.
Sorry, any Oklahomans out there.
I feel so bad.
Don't feel bad, because he literally just agreed with you.
Yep.
You're good.
I just feel bad. But I sold my place. I'm like, why are you here? There's nothing here.
Is it real?
There's absolutely nothing here. Why are you here? So yeah.
Oh man.
Yes.
What is the weirdest sleeping dream that you have ever had?
Oh man. There's so many. Okay, so I'm not sure if this was a dream or not, but I assumed it was. So I was in this is like my 3rd month in Spain, and I was sleeping, and then all of a sudden, I just felt like this, like I was asleep, and then I felt this tightness, and I like woke up in my dream, and like all of a sudden, I see like this like lady standing next to me, and I'm just like, what the heck is going on? And then all of a sudden, there's like a portal that comes in, and there's like a little tiny, like gray alien, and he's like talking to me through like his like brain or whatever. And I was like absolutely too freaked out to even understand what he's talking about, because I'm like, what the heck is going on? I was like, well, what's even happening? And then they're trying to like calm me down, and then this other thing comes through, and it's like a black mass. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I could just feel my body just like separating from itself. And it's just like, it was the most scariest, most strangest dream I've ever had. And then eventually I like try to wake myself up, and I finally got my arm to move up. And then I finally got up, and I like literally let out like a scream, because it was just like, it was too much for me. Like,
That's wild.
The lady was scary, the aliens were weird, and I don't know what that black shadow was. So yeah.
Whoa!
Wow.
I've had weird dreams.
That's amazing. That's a great one. All right, so we got the last question of the main interview before we move on to the Q&A part, and this is a super serious question. There,
Okay,
Skully.
This is the most serious question of the entire.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is super important now. So we know you like pineapple on pizza, which I agree with you, by the way. But what is an ingredient you would hate to see on pizza?
Can I just say one that I do hate?
Yeah.
Jamon. So, okay, not like, okay, jamon, right? It's ham in English.
Yeah.
But the jamon from Spain, which is like the dried pig's leg meat. I despise having it on pizza. It's so gross. I don't know what happened to the flavor of it, but when it's baked, it just does not taste good at all.
Interesting.
It's just nasty. Yeah, that's the one thing I dislike. Can't even think of any others. Yeah, jamon is the one I hate the most.
Right on. And do they actually put it on pizza there?
Yes, they do.
Wow.
People love it here.
Wow. That's wild.
It's like, is that like an aged ham thing? Kind of like
Yes.
oh.
Yeah, so they get I guess yeah, it is kind of like prosciutto. But yeah,
So
it's just the leg of the pig, and they hang it to dry.
Huh.
You know? And it just sits there for like, God, I don't even know how long. Phaser knows more than I do, but yeah.
Interesting.
But
Interesting.
yeah, it's a dried. I mean, it's good by itself when they carve it out. It's like delicious. It's like super good. But when it's on pizza or anything else, it's just nasty.
Interesting. All right, folks, this is the time when we're going to open up chat and have a little Q&A between us in ClosetSkully. Feel free to ask any questions that your heart desires, as long as they're, appropriate. And below, we're going to be sharing, or maybe already have, Druid's probably already on it, the links to...
I already posted it.
Yep. Check out ClosetSkully's Twitch and YouTube. Please drop her a follow and a sub on YouTube. And
give her all her money.
Sub to her, send her all the biddies, support her. We got to make sure that she stays on Twitch forever and becomes a successful person there. We adore her. So...
Aries literally has been waiting for us probably forever to make it to this portion, because he literally, as soon as we said we're opening up the floor, he posted this question, and I'm going to ask it.
Yes.
Thinking of getting a 3D model, so I'm curious what struggles, if any, do you have do you deal with implementing a 3D avatar?
So you need to have a decent computer, because running a 3D model takes a lot more resources than it is a 2D model. Because like the 2D models are just flat images, right? They're moving flat images. But when it's like a 3D model, it takes more CPU, especially like the programs that we have take a little bit more of the CPU now. It's not the best, but you know, that's what we got for now. So, but yeah, but just have a decent computer, decent CPU and GPU, so you can handle both, you know, streaming and having it on. Otherwise, you just default to a PNG like me, because I mean, everyone loves the PNG anyway. So honestly, as long as you're entertaining, it's like no matter what model you use, it doesn't really matter. So yeah.
Yeah, because Aries has a 2D model, but he also has a dual PC setup, so I'm sure he could handle a 3D model.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect then. Yeah. It's totally good. Yeah, you're good to go then.
Yeah, if you have a separate, yeah, for sure. If you have a separate computer that's for the 3D model and the stream, that should be ideal, right?
Yes. Definitely. I mean, I wish I had a dual PC, so I can just run my stuff on one and my game on the other. So, but yeah, but no, that's perfect. Yeah, you're good. Good to go.
You're good to go, dude. Means you gotta do it. You have to get a tail that you can detach and reattach. We can do it for channel points.
As Olayed said earlier, condoms are for catching water and throwing at people. What else are they for?
You know, I just had a flashback to this old this Ezo just like took me back like 2 years in long story. Never mind. I don't want.
Okay, you have to tell it on your stream now today.
I will tell the story on my stream.
Okay, all right. Oh, another question.
Go for it, Stormy.
Okay, thanks. ClosetSkully, Tarazor, am I reading that right? Tarazar?
Tarazar.
Tarazar, sorry. Yes. Those are A's, not O's. Do you ever see yourself moving away from the VTuber model in a few years' time and going to a regular cam?
Oh, no, bitch, you know that I'm not. You know I moved away from it. Oh my god. But no, I'm not. I'm never going back to normal cam ever again. Sorry, it's my friend. I'm comfortable with him. But yeah, but nah, I don't know. Nah, I'm not going back. I'm staying. It's fun right this way.
Yep, yeah. I get it. Like, you know, there's a lot of beneficial things to the VTuber besides the fact that, you know, that you can protect your identity. There's also the fact that, you know, you can be more comfortable, right? You don't have to get dressed up. You know, you can just be in your pajamas and no one necessarily knows. You don't have to worry about any accidental slips that can get you tossed, you know, Twitch tossed or whatever.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, and
it can be naked, but we don't know that for sure. Yep.
Phaser no says, pants, I mean, I wear no pants. Oh, that's true. I guess if you have the camera at a certain angle, no one would know.
Oh my gosh.
I figured that would be a thing Phaser would say. And do.
Yep.
So do you have any questions for us while we wait for some more questions, Skully?
From chat. Yep, chat, think of those questions.
So what? If you guys were a VTuber, what would you be? Like, what kind of backstory and stuff you guys do?
I know exactly what I would do. I would change my whole fame of everything. I might even... Okay, so... Mohaka is... I would literally create a whole character backstory of Mohaka as my VTuber avatar, and I would just go down this whole rabbit hole. It would be a thing. It would be intense and epic, and I would just absolutely be living the dream, man. Because some of the things that would come out of Mohaka's mouth that would never come out of my mouth, it would be amazing. Or I would just do my D&D character. as a VTuber avatar and then just play her. So
That's awesome.
I love character creation. It would be so ridiculous, and I would have way too much fun.
Yes.
So the question was, it cut out.
I know you did, Izo.
What was the question? One more time.
If you could create your own VTuber model and like anything at all, what would you say?
Oh wow, yeah. That's a tough one. My gosh, that's a good one.
Geralt?
It would probably be some variant of myself, maybe wearing that my raid helmet that I have.
Yeah.
Because what I love about Twitch is ever since I was a kid, I liked to kind of be the center of attention and to entertain others, and you know, I feel like Twitch allows me to try and bring out the best parts of myself, and so for me, it's a way to express myself, and a way to reawaken parts of myself that have lain dormant since I was a kid, and let loose my true self, and so as I do that, the more I do that, the more I feel confident and comfortable and sort of in love with myself, not like in a narcissistic way, but just truly appreciating, you know, myself and what I can provide to people. And so I like the idea that if I had a VTuber avatar, that it would be sort of an evolution of myself, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's really good. But I mean, that's VTuber in a nutshell, you know? You're able to. I mean, there's like half the things I said I probably would never say when I was like, you know, back then. Because I mean, a lot of times people just don't see me as a character. They don't take me, you know, as harshly as a person would, you know. So,
Yeah.
But yes.
Dagoth says he could see me as a Death Knight, like an Iron Maiden and Eddie type character. That would be really cool too, actually, to be honest with you. Now that he brings that up. Since I love skeletons so much and I love knights so much, put the two together, I would probably make a Death Knight VTuber.
Oh yeah, no, that would be so cool. Brandon Wolf Gaming asks, is there any style of game or content you want to get into that may be overwhelming or a lot to get into that you have in the back of your head?
Style of gaming or content? I mean, I'm pretty down for anything. I guess like if I had to choose anything, maybe like League of Legends or Dota. Like, or even like some MMOs, you know? Like WoW, Final Fantasy. I mean, I played them, but like I don't stream it, you know? It's not something that like it's mostly like you're always thinking about what's the best for the viewers and what they're gonna find entertaining. More than less of like what I like personally. Because I know eventually like you'll find people that will like your stuff, but I'm already too deep into like what I'm doing to like change up my content or the type of games I play, you know? Because of course, every time I change my game, you know, I can see. Like, that's why I said don't watch the numbers, because it's going to ruin your day. So there's some games, like MMOs, MMORPGs, stuff like that. So.
Gotcha. Izo's got a good question. He might have missed this. He says, which year, he's also in Europe, and so he asks which European country you're in.
Oh, I'm from Spain. Yeah. So, yeah. What country are they from?
Sweden.
The dead ones asked the question. Go ahead.
Nice. Oh, no, I was just...
Yeah. No, he just was wondering where Izo was. And Rovendeer's It says, "Oh, you're my neighbor. I'm Portuguese."
Hi, Rovendeer. Welcome back. It's so good to see you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
We love our European people.
Speaking of our people, we got Druids. The dead one is in, and they have a great question. You want to do this one, Druid?
Oh, and then there's BT. Just kidding. I love you, BT.
BT is whatever.
Yeah. I get to spend every Tuesday with him now. I don't have to be nice to him all the time. Dead
what
one
a
asks.
dick.
He got a giant stein just to talk shit. Okay.
Okay.
So I can talk a little bit of shit. I won't move where the sound bites, so they're just gonna constantly cover BT's face now. Anyways, the dead one asks a worst game / least favorite game.
Ooh. Let me think. Worst game or least favorite game? Oh man. See, here's the thing about me is I tend to forget about stuff that I don't like.
Which is
so
fine.
it's kind of like it's just like in the back of my mind. So I don't really think about it. But hold on. Let's see. There has been a game that I was like, nope, I'm never playing this ever again. God, what is it called? God, I can't actually think about it.
Hey, that means you're a true gamer, right?
Well, probably. Honestly, I'm pretty much down for like anything. And like sometimes now there's some games that I see and I'm like, nah, like that's not my thing. Or nah, I haven't really. But it's pretty limited. Actually, now that I see my list, Maple Story 2, I was actually really bored.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people love Maple Story. But I just can't get into it.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's a perfect example. Thank you. This is a great question from Tarazar for all three of us, but we're going to start with Skully since today's show is about focusing on her. Do you watch anime, and what are you currently watching?
Yes, I do watch anime. I am actually not really watching anything right now. I've been kind of going down a rabbit hole of horror movies that I haven't watched. I don't know if you've heard of what is it called? It's like they call it like a glacier. So they have like the top
icebergs.
Icebergs.
Yes.
Iceberg.
Wait, it's an anime called The Icebergs?
No, it's the ice. There's like the iceberg tier lists where they'll go from like, these are the surface levels, but as you keep going down the iceberg deeper underwater, here's the really messed up ones that not a lot of people know because it's at the bottom of the iceberg. It's under the water. Nobody sees it. I love those things.
Ooh.
Yeah, icebergs are pretty interesting. I just started getting into them recently because I was like, oh, I haven't seen any of this. I might as well just go down a rabbit hole. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I haven't really.
Are you watching Wendigoons? Are you watching Wendigoons? Horror movie Iceberg.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to find this. I'm gonna have to check this. I probably consume more anime than a lot of folks here combined, and yet I have not heard of this, and so now I feel like I'm the one who's now like the noob and out of the loop. But yeah, so let's Druid answer that question first. What are you watching right now?
I absolutely love and respect anime. I really do, with all of my heart and soul. I really do. I read webtoons. I'm one of those people. I don't watch anime. I read webtoons.
Yes.
My husband watches anime. My husband watches anime. He's currently in the middle of, I don't remember what he's watching. But he's in the middle of watching one right now.
So there's an anime that Star Kitty and I recently watched, or are watching, because it's still in season. It's a new one that I recommended to Fate, your husband, to have the two of you watch it together.
Oh,
because
okay.
I can promise you, you're both gonna love it and be bawling when watching it. Whenever we watch it, I think of you guys. So you got to watch it. You got to promise me the two of you will watch it.
I'll watch it.
I mean, it's only 24 minutes each. So, and that's even including the you get it's like 22 minutes when you count out the
intros and the outros.
Yeah,
Yep. No, I just read a lot of webtoons, guys.
Cool.
I'm one of those people.
So me, I watch anime. For me, I have Saturday morning cartoons every day for breakfast. I get up and I watch anime. I watch a couple anime episodes while I eat breakfast. I also do that for lunch. And then sometimes Star Kitty and I watch an anime episode or two while we eat dinner. So I'm watching conservatively maybe 7 or 8 different anime at a time. And the one that I'm most taken by and really enjoying is the one that I recommended to Fate, to her, the Princess and the Sacred Beast, I think is what it's called. And that's the one that I recommended to Fate and Druid. And then also Mushoku Tensei is one of my favorites. Those are the two main ones that come up off the top of my head. But so yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Nice. Hey. That's pretty awesome.
Wendigoon is a Chad, Daddy Dagoth. He is a Chad. I love Wendigoon so much. One of my favorite YouTube channels. I watch a lot of YouTube, man. It's terrible.
Yeah, I feel you. I do too.
I love YouTube.
Gosh, any other amazing questions for the wonderful Skully guys before we wrap up for the day?
So I have a question. So so you only have one brother?
I have many siblings.
So do I. It's like, yeah, I have a lot.
Okay. So I have 3 brothers. One who is biological from my mom, and then 2 that are one from my stepdad and the other from my biological father. And then I have sisters as well. I have 3 sisters. So yeah. So there's 7 of us.
Yep. Because I have my little brother, and then I have my younger half sister, and then I have 3 stepsisters. And I never got along with my stepsisters. And it was always just like me and my brother.
Yeah.
And then my little sister and I are 14 years apart. So it's just, so right now she's like still going through high school, and I'm just like, I can't socialize past 9 p.m. girl. Like, you know, after 9 p.m. it's quiet time because I'm an old lady now, and I need to sit there and read my webtoons and not talk to anyone. So, go be a teen. Talk to me when you're in your mid-20s. Yes, old druid. Old lady druid.
Old lady druid.
Some of my siblings are adults as well, so unfortunately I don't talk to my younger sisters because my stepmom kind of took them, so I haven't seen them in a long time. But yeah, they're the smaller ones of the group. So yeah, but yeah, I get along with all my siblings. All of them are great.
I love how my lore just keeps growing every.
Yep.
The chat just builds my lore for me. This is how my VTuber avatar is gonna manifest.
That's how it works.
It's chat's just gonna build my backstory for me, and then I can just transform into a VTuber, and it will be great.
Yes.
Her power maybe, but not her joints. It'll just be old lady druid. That'll be my avatar. Listen, children.
So Isolde had the best perfect last question for the day, and I love it. Before we wrap up, Skully, he says, this is the most important question. When is your next stream so we can all be there?
Oh, tomorrow at 3 p.m. CEST. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. My gosh, I appreciate you coming on the show today. It's been an honor.
Oh, thank you.
Please stick in chat while we wrap up the show, we'd like to chat with you a little while afterwards. Guys, give a round of applause for ClosetSkully. Thank you for being here today. We appreciate you so.
You. Bye.
We love you.
I love it too.
All right. Wow. Druid. I love what we do so much, especially when we have super amazing people. She just has the most infectious laugh and this inner joy that radiates. Oh my God.
You know what would be a good battle? A giggle battle between her and I.
Oh,
Imagine that. Because listen, it almost happened today. And I was just like, I have to be really careful because I will probably piss my pants on stream, and that would just be too much.
That would be a bit too much, yeah, just a tad.
But it would be so funny. Giggle battle.
Yep. But my gosh, it's been such a pleasure and an honor having her on the show. Guys, please support ClosetSkully. Go and drop her follows, drop her subs, drop her biddies. Say hello.
Give her all your money.
Brighten her day. We got to help out the amazing folks like her. She's so talented and incredible. So thank you all so much. So next week, tell them what we got next week.
Next week, you guys, we do not have a guest. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a Q&A with everyone. So if you guys want to be here and chat and ask Stormy and I just all of the questions, that's what next week is gonna be.
Yep.
Bandwidth and Banter, 2 p.m. CST.
Yep.
We're just gonna do a Q&A with everyone.
Yep.
It's gonna be so much fun.
It's
and
gonna
we're
be
very
different.
excited. It's gonna be different. This is our first non-interview Friday in like a month and a half.
No, it's more than that. It's over 2 months. It's been like
well, look at that.
9 or 10 weeks, I think. Yeah, in a row.
Yeah, it's going to be a great just little Q&A. Give everybody a chance to just kind of connect and everything. Also, good chance to drop any suggestions moving forward. And we can just,
we want to develop Bandwidth and Banter as a vehicle even further to support folks that we appreciate and admire, who are, incredibly talented and vibrant, just like ClosetSkully and all the other folks who've had on the show. Going forward, we just want to, whatever ideas you guys come up with, we like to look at them and do what we can do to help the community and all the communities that are out there. So, gosh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a different Thursday for sure. I mean, Friday. I don't know my days. So, anywho, guys, thanks again for everything. And don't forget, Druid IRL will be streaming in roughly an hour and 4:30 Central Standard Time. And check her out. And of course, we'll have D&D tomorrow. It's going to be the 69th episode.
Big episode, 69.
A little bit naughty, but I don't know if there's actually going to be naughty stuff going on in the stream because they're going into an undead city. I don't think you really want to have naughtiness in an undead city. Ew.
No, that doesn't sound fun. Does not sound fun.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but we appreciate you guys so much for joining us today, and all of ClosetSkully's amazing folks. Thank you for joining us. Her YouTube video of this interview, for any folks who missed it, is going to go live at 10 a.m. next Friday, and we will be sending the link to her, so be sure to check it out. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you coming. Have a great one. Oh, right. I almost forgot the new thing that we're doing.
Too.
All right, here we go. All right.
We have a new outro, guys, so bear with us. Sorry,
we're working on this outro
stuff
for our other platforms. Here we go. Thank you for coming to the show.
Please drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below.
If you're listening to the podcast,
Please rate and review the episode.
We are Bandwidth
And Banter.
Thank you.
And good night.
Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.
Goodbye.